my spirits are down.
Hello, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to Saturday. Hippie will be back shortly. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun day. We got a few segments we're gonna start working on, trying to make it segments so we're a little bit more organized. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. Is work on a little bit of that, and yeah, we got some new toys that are being implementing into this whole situation. You can speak. Why are you being completely silent? Is this the mime show? I hope everybody's having a good week. You know, recovering well from St. Patty's Day and all that from last week. I know we had a good night yesterday, so yeah.
My poor dog.
Or yeah, we had some bad news. Close friend that's practically family hasn't had a good week. Is going home on hospice here. Came home today though, so that's good. After a really bad scare, including blood sugars into the thousands. So yeah, it was bad. That said, yeah, we got, like I said, new segments. We got new stuff going on. We have a lot of recipes to go over today, as per usual.
When we do our first new segment, I would also like to go over my recipe at the same time because I kind of made it to go with the segment.
There's supposed to be a separation there, big separation, but okay, fine. I still got to make bumpers for all the segments and stuff because we were trying to make them up as we went through the week and went through things. We have some pairings today that are using vape flavorings, our flavorings we use, but not in that sense of it, and other ways to use it. We're going to implement some of that in here before we start the other channel, start working on the other channel. Turned a year older yesterday. I saw that, Kerplop. Yep. Get out of your chair the whole day. Yeah, it's just now the question is that like me getting down with the dogs and laying down on the floor, and then I realized it was a mistake, that getting up is not as easy as it used to be. I'm getting better though. Actually, I really am getting better at it. So maybe it's just a question of practice. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let's see. We'll start off and we'll start that first one. Let's see. I think it's right here. Got a bumper for it. Should be playing some music. I'm not sure what music was this. This is from something else, so apologies for the music situation, but yeah. So what we got going on is we got the Ninja Slushie in because it's coming summertime and it's another way to mix stuff. Unfortunately, we got to do it in a way that you got to figure out what non-sugared sugars will work in it because you have to have sugar content. So we got this obnoxiously huge straws that Cassie made me get, Lady Liberty made me get, and I got a frozen pina colada. But this is not
No,
a what?
This is just coconut syrup and coconut rum. It's not a pina colada.
Oh, so it's just coconut.
Pineapple.
Okay, so I got frozen coconut syrup and rum, and that is not a light version either. So it might be an interesting show tonight. Just to warn you ahead of time. And with that, Cassie finally made the cake, although she gave us these fancy bowls to eat them in at the desk. For some reason, we got them in like cottage cheese bowl.
Actually, mine's in a butter bowl. But so it's a white cake mix with TPA sugarloaf pineapple and SSA Thai pineapple. The frosting is cream cheese frosting mixed with desiccated coconut and toasted coconut cheesecake from Peru.
So we're gonna have some flavors here through the day that we're starting to work on this, trying to get some bases down and everything. And after that, before you go into your thing, because you said something
It's
about
fine. I'll just go over the recipe later. It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
I'll just talk about it
I was
then.
gonna say Mallory was in. By the way, Mallory, I shared that with Hippie, that picture from earlier, the one I laughed about. And then yeah, right there's Hippie. Dusty coming in third, and then what do we got? We got Mallory, Hippie, and Neil. Hey, Neil. Odie Doodah. Hey, Odie. Hype for you, except for Old McDonald's had a farm. Lady Liberty. Kim C. Hey, Kim. Buster Bell. Oh, look. Get the proper pagan princess, a.k.a.
Tabitha!
Yeah. You'll always be tapping at us. Echo Dub. See Kerplop. Plop turned a year older. We have happy birthday in the house. Actually, there's quite a few birthdays in this past week, I've realized. Like this.
Was yesterday of the many things.
Mm-hmm. Quite a few recipes recently. I mean, Birdman. Captain Caveman's in the house. Yes. Wish we had a soundbite for that wouldn't get me flagged. Yeah, I'd get flagged. Stephen L. Hey, Stephen. Nice having you on last week, Stephen. Rocky Tooney. And I think we're caught up. Everybody's there, just having a good chat. And there's Hippie. Oh, Hippie, you're muted because I didn't know when you came in. I didn't want you to accidentally say something you didn't mean to on the live. You just got to hit your button in Zoom. I can't unmute. There you go. Yeah, sorry about that. Just in case you came back and didn't realize we were live, I didn't want you to say something you might regret. I said, you know what? I'm putting it on safety mode. Yes, but yeah, there, new segment there for we're gonna have that because we will have drinks through the summer. And this straw is so oversized, I'm gonna knock myself out with it at some point. She says we gotta have bigger straws.
Getting really inebriated. I might end up with that straw up my nose at some point. We'll see.
Yeah, she says we gotta have bigger straws though. That's my only complaint. I go, you care?
No, I told you we had to have straws. You decided they needed to be big.
You said oversized. You said big straws.
I just said straws. Although the oversized will work better with slushies.
What's up, Echo Dub?
Like I said, we're going that. So yeah, we're calling this going to be the Liquid Dreams Drink of the Day is what it's going to be called, and we're going to make a bumper for that. Yeah. We were definitely thinking in terms of Cheech and Chong at the time, so yeah, Liquid Dreams just came to mind. It's like, yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
I mean, it is thick. You see how thick that shit is?
Yeah. And I'm already, I can taste it in it. Yeah, that's a strong one.
Yeah, that's because you basically put all rum with a little bit of coconut syrup and a little bit of water to give it some slush.
Yep.
Mostly rum.
What's up, Rocky?
We almost got the stainless steel ones, but I wanted the colored ones.
Yep. She wanted the colored ones. They still come with a cleaner. I made sure to get the ones that come with 2 cleaners. I gotta check this.
I told you it was going to be either Odie or Bob. They were going to have something to say about you calling it Liquid Dreams.
Yep. I knew it. But that's actually part of the fun.
Oh, Odie's in here? Oh,
Odie's in here, yep.
Yeah, Buster Bell's too.
So until I get a dedicated mailbox, the mailbox segment that comes up in just a minute, that's actually going to be just send your messages through the message system on the site would be the easiest way, or the email on the site. Either way. Although we did have a really good question.
It's been a long time since we've seen you here, buddy.
Yeah, Mike as well. Yeah, we got
Of course he's not Odie. Tim is here.
I know, we're getting there, ain't we? Getting old, man.
All right.
Surely.
So Hungry Hippo did send a question in, and here I'll hit the mail segment thing first. Let's see if I got that. Could be this one. Yeah, there we go. That one doesn't have any sound to it yet, but that Odie put that together for me so far, and it's gonna be. Like I said, I'm working on these. This week has not been a good one because having to deal with family. But anyway, Hungry Hippo sent in a question. It's a good place to send the mail for now, and it is. Yeah, go ahead and send it through the messenger. That's a good idea. We will definitely need to address this question next week and in detail. I answered. So here it is. I'll get back to the question. All right. Here's the question. Very new to mixing. Started in January 2024. Started vaping. Started vaping. 2025 January is when I started mixing. So a bit new. As a new mixer, the biggest curveball has been balance. How to determine what will be inhale, body, finish, exhale note. Leads me to changing percentages that might not need change, dropping, changing flavors, or even adding things because I think it needs a boost, and that alters the mix part of the mix. So here's a question: where do you start with a mix after you have an idea? You try to work on the body and then the top and bottom notes, and how do you find the balance? I understand this is a big question. It takes some time to get at. That's okay. I love the other information you put. Thank you in advance. Now, Hippie, where do you start? Do you start working on your body first or your top and bottom notes?
No. Uh, when I first start with a recipe, or first off, you got to have your profile.
Mm-hmm.
What you think you might want, and then you think about what flavors are really in that profile. That's the first thing. So let's just say it's a strawberry watermelon bubble gum, for instance. First, what strawberry flavor do you have? What watermelon flavor do you have? And what bubble gum flavor you have? Then I put those three together on a tester, like a little 15 mil tester. Give it a day or two because it's only 3 ingredients, and see how it tastes. See what I might need to raise, lower, or add to. Like, wait a minute. It needs another more strawberry, in my opinion, or something. So then I'll add another strawberry, and then I'll test that, after a week, because it'll take me probably, just to go through it and just tasting it, and that's how I do mine. I really don't do like some other people do. I'd wing it a lot because I know my flavorings, because I've single flavor tested every single flavor, so I know.
Yeah, if you haven't done single flavor testing, Kerplop has a good point. Finding that main flavor note. Like if you're doing the bubblegum one, I would say your bubblegum's going to be the most critical of those in that watermelon strawberry bubblegum mix. You got to get the bubblegum right. Otherwise, the rest of it's going to be, it won't be a bubblegum. It'll just be a juice.
That's right.
So you might got to find what note has to be there. If you know something is always kind of elusive, go after that one first, because that's going to be the one you have to build off of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you just start real small, mm-hmm, and then add to it, what after you taste that first version. That's why a lot of my recipes are version 2, 3, 4, 5,
99.
The inhale, exhale
those
note.
are funny ones, when I put 99 on them.
The inhale, exhale part of that question is interesting because there are some flavorings that you only get on the inhale, and there's some flavorings you don't get in exhale. It doesn't matter really, for the most part. Any of the flavorings in that category will be that way on them quite often. Sometimes there's a counteractive other part that'll fully fill it, but not always. Sometimes that's just something you have to deal with. So you got to kind of trick your mind into it, which means maybe balancing it a little bit heavier on one side over the other if that is one particular note you want to get one way.
Listen, Kerplot, I don't usually use 20 recipe or flavors, okay? 13 sometimes, but not 20.
20 flavor minimum.
That's right, Echo Dove. It all really depends on the recipe because, like strawberry and cream, for instance,
mm-hmm,
there's so many damn creams out there. You don't really know what you want to go for unless you've single flavor tested every single cream and you know what kind of cream you want to get.
Even you've said it, they say the strawberry is the same thing, Hippie. I mean,
right.
What strawberries are you envisioning? Because your version of the perfect strawberry can be completely different than my version of my favorite strawberry.
Right. And then, it's preference. It's personal preference.
A lot of times the strawberry and cream, going that jammy route, if you can pull it off, it will actually give you a lot easier time to deal with it than going for a fresh strawberry. But then you don't get that fresh strawberry. What do you want? Do you want fresh strawberries and cream or the other?
And also, it
Hi,
depends
Steve.
on what if you're going for um something you bought off the shelf. Like, let's say you went to the store and you bought a strawberry ice cream, for instance,
Mm-hmm.
and you want to make an e-liquid that tastes exactly like that strawberry ice cream, but your hard part is finding the right strawberry. You know, there's plenty of ice creams out there, but you know, you got to find that right ice cream that you're looking for. So that makes it even tougher because it's specific.
Mm-hmm.
Hi,
Yeah.
AV. Hi,
If you
Queen
have-
Honey Bunny.
If you have something specific in your head and that's what you want, there really is nobody else that can make that mix but you for you. Is a
And
fact.
when you make a recipe, you hope somebody else will like it the way you liked it.
Yes,
You know,
exactly.
personal preference.
All right, so this is not going to be very helpful to you at all, but this is how I mix. Are you ready? Tim came up with the milkshake base and the cheesecake base that I already knew I loved. So I already had a base started. Basically, I take the theme, and if I have no idea what I'm going to do, I'll take some off the wall flavor, throw it at one of those two bases, and hope like hell it works.
So
That's
you
when
use
you'll see V2s is when I make something interesting and I need to change it a little bit, and I'll tweak it.
you stick
Other
off
than
the
that, I just throw
stones.
shit together. I know what I like from single flavor testing and having my bases, and I know what works well together from what I like, and I just go with it.
Who was it? Odie that mentioned it? Yeah, Odie. The best way to achieve balance is make a lot of mistakes.
Yep. He also said balance is more of an art than a science, and that is also true.
That is true. Very true.
I could totally do that kerplop because we have VSO garlic, but that would be nasty as hell, so I'm not gonna do it.
I did make a milkshake today, and it's not your normal milkshake. So
I actually was glad that I came in. I heard the question, and Hippo did tell me he sent this question in, and I was going to spend some time thinking about it, and I didn't. But I'm kind of like in that in between of like you guys have a lot more experience, and like he is more new. I'm kind of like in that in between era where I'm still like figuring things, and I think it's always going to be that way. I'm figuring things out as I go, as far as like what he's asking. Winging it is a big part of what I do. Like, but I get my profile. Oftentimes, I get inspiration from real life recipes that I'm browsing online. Last week, for example, the leprechaun bark. I found that recipe. I looked at the recipe ingredients and I say, okay, well, what flavors do I have that complement the real life ingredients for this recipe so that I can try and create this with? And that particular recipe was white chocolate. It had Lucky Charms pieces and mint M&Ms. And then I break it down. Well, obviously, I already have a white chocolate pairing that I like. And that's just from experience, from playing with them over the course of the past year or so. I have a Lucky Charms flavoring. It's not the best. It needs help. So I found a couple other flavors, and but it does work.
Mhm.
What other flavors can I pull out to give that some help? And then what flavors can I use for the mint M&Ms, right? So in my mind, I'm thinking it's a possibility that these become layers, or it's a possibility that they just all blend together. And I don't know until I put these flavors together and try them. And once I have my recipe mixed and I taste it day to day and I kind of start seeing how the flavors interact, that dictates, what do I add? Do I take anything away? Do I raise a percentage on anything? And a lot of times I don't know what I'm going to take. I mean, unless it's like, say, a fruit and a cream, like ideally the fruits will sit on top, your creams will sit on the back end, but that's not always the case. Different flavors interact differently. But this particular recipe, I don't know. I've never tried anything like it before. So as it develops, I'm learning on the fly, like where these particular flavors are gonna sit. And I take notes on them and I reference back to these experimental recipes, you know, further down the line, because I learned something a little bit from each recipe, and I just try to take as good a notes as I can, and I just continue to learn over time. It's really about how much time and and experimentation you put in.
The more time you spend with each flavor, like single flavor testing
Yeah.
it, the more notes you take, the more you'll know how it'll work. Even gives you a
Yeah.
general idea when you single flavor test. After a while, not when you first start single flavor testing, you won't know that.
No.
But as you do later on, you'll think, I think this one's going to work well this way. And you kind of get the feel of where it belongs. Sometimes you're wrong. Sometimes you'll try it that way and it doesn't work. Majority
You're
of the
gonna
time,
be
though, you
wrong.
get a good idea.
You're
Yeah,
gonna be wrong at times.
Yep.
Yeah. I at first, like single flavor testing only tells you part of the story, but I started at one point started doing 2 flavor pairings. How does this flavor interact with this flavor? You know, or like if I get a new cream, single flavor test the cream. Well, how does this cream interact with a strawberry? How does this cream interact with a lemon? How does this cream interact with another cream?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be
And then
found that
sometimes I just really, really, really want like a milkshake, but I also
Hmm.
really want a lemon lime. And I'll just be like, you know what? I'm gonna try it and see if it works together. And I made that lemon lime milkshake that was freaking fantastic.
Yeah.
Like
even
I
I'll
just
just
to
add a
put
banana.
weird shit together.
Can I
Even I'll
ask
just add
something?
a banana. Yes.
Okay. Just a little bit ago, Rocky, you said I bought a strawberry milk at the grocery store and it tasted exactly like TPA strawberry right. And then he said, too bad taste don't translate to vape.
Mm.
What in the world do you mean by that? Because there's a lot of stuff I've tried from the store and I knew exactly which strawberry it was and everything, like you said. And I'll come home and make that exact daggone taste I tasted. So I don't understand what
That's a
you're
great.
meaning
That's
by
a
that.
that that.
What do you mean by
These
that?
are intersecting lines here because there are some flavors that translate very well from a vaping it to tasting it, like actual tasting it, like knuckle or in a food or drink. And there's some flavors that do not translate evenly, which is why we get sometimes what we call real bad off notes. But then if you put that in a drink mix or something like that, or a soda stream, it's freaking amazing. Second, you put it in a vape, because of the way it's vaporized, it sometimes changes the way it tastes, kind of changes that compound and the way you taste it. So I think that's what Rocky was trying to get to. You can tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what he's talking about.
Okay. All right. I kind of understand that now. Kind of.
Yeah, but in sometimes they do translate pretty well. Sometimes they don't. That's where this crossover thing we're doing on the other channel using these flavorings for the companies is definitely a challenge, because some of these are going to translate great and some of them are not. Some I might be able to do exactly what Hippie said, make a version, like pair everything. Food, a drink, another drink, and another drink, and then a vape all get paired together and they taste almost identical. That can happen. Or you might have completely different flavor profiles using the same flavorings. Some of
I
them might
get
not work.
plenty of texture in my vape. Thank you very much, Odie. As a matter of fact, we had a single flavor test from the last episode of the Tuesday show where I literally had pixie stick texture in my mouth after trying it.
Well, Odie, you can mimic texture in a vape. You sure can.
It's a mimic,
It's
though. It's your
a
mind.
mind thing.
Yep. It's a mind thing.
Yep.
It's a mind trick.
Yeah.
It's
You
like
can't
creaming
that.
soda or getting effervescence. There is no such thing. You got to trick your mind with similar flavors. You always that your mind thinks about one does that, so it feels like it's effervescence.
Exactly like a cereal. You get that graininess. When you're eating cereal, you try to transfer that to vape. You can use
Oh, come on.
acetylpyrazine to give you that graininess. It tricks your mind.
Or corn chips.
Exactly. If you use a higher percentage, yeah, we'll go corn.
No, Cassie gets corn chips. She's sensitive, but
Yeah, but I
It's
use it
back
real
on
low
you.
when I used to use it. I don't use it anymore.
a lot of the flavorings have actually come a long ways where you don't need to add AP, and that's a thing too. I see some. I'm sorry, I call them mistakes where you see an old school mixer throw the AP in there thinking they need it, and they really don't need it with the flavorings they're using it with. If they tried to pull it out, they'd probably get a better, more refined result. But they throw it in there because they're so used to it and get it ingrained in their system, and they throw it in anyway. You don't have to in some of the new flavorings. Some of the new flavorings have already got it in it or have a substitute in there that actually works better, less corn chippy.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
always mix either 10 or 30 ml bottles for a mix that I haven't tried yet. If I really like it, I'll mix a 60. Like I mixed a 60 of that butter rum creamy coffee thing I made. That was really good.
I mean, if you're going off a base or something you already know really well, or you're 99% or 90% sure it's going to be a good mix, yeah,
Or that
60's
you'll
not.
like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know you like these flavors.
Yeah.
Chances of them not interacting well are very low. Then yeah, go for it. But if you're
do a
not
30
sure,
or
I would say
60.
30 or less. I'd say
Yeah.
30 or less unless you're sure.
I do all mine in 15 mil testers.
Unless you're
before I
Steve
put
O
the
and you
big
have your
bottle.
guys sent a bunch of 1 liters and you want to get them out of the friggin' house, then go ahead and go ham.
Well, I mean, I do I do 15
Um,
I do 15 mil testers, and sometimes I regret only doing 15 if the recipe if the recipe turns out great. But I'd rather have something not turn out as I expected, and you know not have a full 30. I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna vape a full 30 milliliters of this.
Yep.
The more the better you get with um say your ideas like turning out the way that you thought, the more comfortable you'll feel maybe doing larger test batches. But
And I also feel like Hungry Hippo's question is going to lead to another more refined questions from that question. Don't be afraid to ask him, Hippo, because I know that this question isn't going to be fully answered for you today. So refine the
No.
parts that really we haven't touched on enough, and let us know, because I have a feeling it's such a broad question, but it's a good one, a very good broad question. Because boosting flavors, usually boosting flavors, adding a similar flavor that fills in those missing gaps of the flavor or boost it up is usually the way to go. Not always. There are sometimes that adding a flavor will completely change it. Hippie, Saturn Peach.
yeah.
Perfect example. It is the flavor. You if you try to add and boost to it, it tends to take away from its original, like what you want from it, and makes it into something else, and it kind of takes away from the flavor. So those flavors are very specific.
It's just like this, Tim. Back in the day, we used to use nectarine to boost
Mhm.
the peach flavor.
Yep.
Well, that Saturn peach, you don't have to add nectarine to it because it's got all those parts
Yep.
in it.
Yeah, but if you add them, it kind of throws the balance off and makes it taste kind of weird.
Weird, yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't
It'd be
work with
nutty.
every mix. The Saturn
Like,
Peach
I've got
is
a mix tonight.
the
does
Saturn
the
Peach
whole
though is one of those
stuff.
peaches. It has its purposes, but that's where it works. Trying to bend that one's very difficult. Real hard to bend that one into a situation where it doesn't want to be. And there's flavors like that, but they're very good for specific purposes.
Stephen, the best way to know what flavors to buy is to listen to us talk about certain flavors on our recipes And also go back and watch some old school Noted, the real old school.
Yep, and we're doing that. That's why I'm doing the flavor series. One is for flavors, especially because the purpose is to categorize by flavor at the end. When you get the flavors, it might actually be the best in a category, but they're called something different. And we have a bunch of them like that, where they're called something different. Maybe their best brown sugar might actually not be a brown sugar. Maybe it's called a caramel or vice versa. And that's what the whole flavor series is about, is kind of refine them in the right areas. And in the end, hopefully give you ideas. Unfortunately, we can't cover everyone's palate. We do the best we can with what we have.
Okay.
Also, if
So
you,
to
you
clear
have a
this up,
question,
because of Buster and Hippo, no, do not buy them all. Hippo, wait until the end of the series before you buy the caramels. Wait until the end.
yeah, and
I'm-
ask somebody else, if what they think. You got to know a good friend that's got flavorings that you don't have, and ask them, what they think about that, the certain flavor before you just jump the gun. Oh, that sounds good, because I've made so many damn mistakes over my mixing career of just buying it just to think it's
Mhm.
going to taste good.
You see ripe
Yeah.
strawberry. I want a ripe strawberry. You didn't think about the fact that not all ripe strawberries is the same. There are good ones and there are bad ones. And there's some
they're
that are
just
not
bad
called
ones.
ripe strawberry, like strong strawberry, but it is a ripe strawberry. So there's also that. So it's like, yeah.
Not as bad as Tim Echo.
Like-
Um,
Caramels, butterscotches, and what's the other one? Toffees and stuff. So
yeah.
it's an even bigger,
Oh, see more than that. We're doing
bigger than the
flans,
chocolates.
flans, brulees, anything that has that like crystalline like sugariness to it.
Oh,
You know,
did
brittles
that.
and yeah, because it really kind of is one category, even though it's not. Because there are some creamier caramels that go
Well-
more almost to like a flan, and there's some dulce de leches.
The concept of where they come from, how they're made, is the same.
Exactly, and that's what we're doing, is making that really broad spectrum, and the list is huge, but in the end, I think it's gonna be very useful for us as well, because this one's such a big episode that we're gonna recategorize some flavors that we thought were in the wrong category, but didn't really know where they belong. Now we'll know. It's a nightmare. It's gonna be huge, but it's gonna be good in the end. I hope.
I really
Would you
hope
stop jumping up there?
I'm
No.
sorry, I can't help it. It's goat syndrome. You gotta hop on stuff. You gotta be king of the hill. Cats.
So do I, Buster Bill. I do like
Huh.
some of those less popular flavors.
Yeah,
Mhm.
some of those less popular ones are really good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of TPA flavorings that still we forgot about them and like pushed them aside. And if you really test them, they're still the best in their categories. Still are to this day.
I've always incorporated TPA flavorings into mixes. I've never stopped. Maybe sometimes less than some others, but I still use them. Get it. Don't look at me with that tone of voice.
Not quite sure what you mean there, Queen Honey Bunny.
Canadian flavors. You mean like real flavors? Pretty damn good. Real flavors are technically
Because
Canadian
what's the
flavors.
jest of Canadian flavors? Jest means a joke. So
I
I
think she
just
means
wanted
Or
to.
maybe you meant gist. I'm not really 100% sure what the question is either. But
Best, maybe?
best?
Best.
No.
I'd say real flavors is probably the best
Yeah.
Canadian
I was
brand.
gonna say the
Canadian
damn
brand
same
is
thing.
they'd be the best Canadian brand. Period.
Real flavors.
Only available at DIY Canada, which is
Their
link on my
hit
website.
rate is fantastic.
It really is.
They are
Oh.
good. They are very, very good. I haven't tried one yet that I didn't enjoy.
At the very least, they're going to be decent. I haven't had one I couldn't call at least decent as of yet. And I've tried quite a few now. Oh,
But as a
maple?
recommendation, get the ones that say extracts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the VG ones are very slow steepers, and they don't
Mhm.
always come through even after long steep. I've noticed that.
Yeah,
Seen
you got to
some
push them
complaints.
real high.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
questionable. And then by the time, yeah, and if you
I
take out
still
your
haven't been
flavor.
able to get that brownie.
No, we want to try that brownie because right now technically it's still the our reigning champ is still TPA brownie, even though it's super dry and it needs a cream.
I still haven't picked that up, even though I want
But
to.
adding, like, instead of cream, add chocolate mousse to it. There you go. You got extra chocolate too, like that top layer.
I get it. I know what you want, but like it's not the time.
Chocolate is disgusting.
Come on.
Hippie's coughing up a hairball.
You
Y'all ain't supposed to see
asshole.
that crap, damn it.
Uh,
I try not to
One
step
Mrs.
off.
Hippie, two Mrs. Hippie, three Mrs.
I should probably find some old recipes for later, but I didn't make
If
any.
Mallory's in chat, I know she's laughing her ass off right now. I saw that, and the first thing I did, Mallory, is I saved it and sent it to Hippie because I knew he
Right,
wouldn't see it right away. I was like, oh God, this is too perfect. Hippie's got to see it.
And then
You're
I
not
came
supposed
into
to
the
know
chat.
that,
That was the
Hippo.
first. That was the first damn thing on the chat. That shit. I clicked on it, and there it was. That shit was funny as hell. Too funny.
Funny how everybody thought of you.
But yeah, I really like this question because the Hippo asked, because it's one of those things that it brings up a discussion that's gonna, like, it'll continue to carry on even past tonight.
Well, I think he's gonna. I'm hoping that we get more refined, like, parts of that question, because it was a little generic to start, but good way to start generically, and we'll break it down to the parts that make the least sense. Inhale, exhale. That's a tough one. You got to know your flavorings to answer that question. You have to know if it's inhale or exhale. Good place to go, like
I
Hippie said,
think-
our noted ones are a good place to go if it's inhale or exhale. When we
But
finally
see,
get
now
the when we
that
finally get all the
shows-
flavor notes on the website the way they're supposed to be, it'll tell you inhale, exhale if it's specific to one or the other.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's gonna be. I think it's recipe dependent though. Like we have a basic idea of where, like, say, like fruity top notes sit, basey creams where they sit, but recipe to recipe, it could differ. The same strawberry could sit differently in one mix to another. I mean, but you go into it kind of with the thought that, like, generally your fruits sit at the top notes,
Yeah,
but
this does Hippo.
you also have basier fruits as well that might sit lower.
Yeah, sometimes you can combine the two, and the base. That's what I was going to think. Like a base note, if it's all top note, a lot of times that top note will only come out on the exhale. You won't get it on the inhale, and then you add the base note, and that'll be the inhale and exhale, and kind of completes it. It doesn't always work. It depends on the flavor, but it is a good place to start.
Odie just hit the nail right on the head, though. As much
Trial
as
and
I
error.
hate to give Odie credit because he's a butt, but trial and error,
Yeah.
that's what mixing is all about.
It really
You
is.
try it, it doesn't work. You change one thing, you try it again until you get it right.
Mhm.
Just change one thing at a time.
It does take quite a bit of determination and motivation to.
And
sometimes-
unfortunately, in some places, 66 versions to get it right, right, Hippie?
Ain't that the truth? Hell yeah.
And even then, you might hate to say it, the worst. This is like the nightmare for all of us. And I know Hippie's dealt with this, I've dealt with this, and others have dealt with this. The flavor that you need to make it work may not exist yet to get it the way you want it. You might have to wait still. So there's still some flavors out there. I really want the right one, and none of them quite hit the nail on the head with. You can get close, and it should be good enough, but for me, it's just not good enough.
See, like me, it's
Yeah,
like
that
that
figure's
version
wacky.
66. It's like I've got 67, 68, 69, 70 of that same profile because I just keep going, just changing it up just to see if something newer might change it and make it better, So there's always something new coming out.
Yeah.
But sometimes it gets to the point where, dang, I got so many daggone flavors, man. Why do I gotta keep
Okay.
buying all this?
Okay, I'm
new
gonna say
stuff?
this. I'm gonna call out a
Yeah,
company
that's
right now.
true.
Flavora, get off your ass and get the next release out there.
Yeah,
There's,
Flavora,
there's
but
at least one in there that people want. I guarantee they want it because I want more of it. So,
good night, Tommy. Have a great weekend.
Tommy.
Sorry, I've been
Later,
trying to say
Tommy.
that the whole time you've been in here, but Tim doesn't stop talking ever. So bye. Love you too.
Oh, we're all talking.
Proceed.
Would you stop?
And Rocky, that does not surprise me at all that milk and honey would be your bullseye, but I think that bullseye should be the flavor that you remove from the recipes.
All right. Well, let's get into some recipes. Why don't we now?
That might
We'll start off with Hippo, Hungry Hippo. Pining over chocolate. This is made just for you, Cassie. Tropical mix.
Chocolate is the devil.
Chocolate frosting wonder flavors at 1.5. Dessert
Ooh.
chocolate SSA at 0.5. Golden pineapple from Cap at 2. Pineapple in Awera at 2.5. It used to be my go-to combo myself. Super sweet Cap at 0.5. Sweet cream TPA at 1. And vanilla pudding Flavora at 1.5. Oh, I use the patchwork vanilla pudding in it. That's awesome.
That's unique. I never heard of using chocolate, pineapple.
This is gonna. I hate to say this, but this seems like it's gonna taste a lot like that chocolate bar that I had from New Zealand, that pineapple chocolate, because their chocolate's way more on the milky side than ours are.
You Hippo.
So this would make sense to me, and it actually seems very much like it'd be in that vein. And golden pineapple and Inawera pineapple are a really good combo. Right there, chocolate covered pineapple, and that's what I had. It's like chunks of the pineapple. You see how this is all like one big pineapple? Imagine chunks and chunks of that, serious sized chunks, put in a candy bar, and that's what that was tasted like those candy bars in the back. And it was so good.
It is
I've never
tropical
tried nothing like
desserts.
that.
So no, that would not include pineapple pizza. You're disgusting.
Pineapple. Well, I don't know. You could eat pineapple pizza as a dessert to your regular pizza.
Not everybody's like you that eats freaking weird shit for dessert, like pizza. and
Hippo, I
spaghetti.
think that'd be really good. Grab a coffee and thank you all for taking time going to my question and show you a
Hungry
follow-up. So,
Hippo.
thank you, Hippo.
That pineapple Inawera flavoring you got on there.
Mhm.
The way it's printed out from ELR, it should be pineapple Inawera, and that's it. Not what you have on there.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the right choice of the one there, but that pineapple and Awera, that and funky pineapple are very similar vibe for me, but a little less funk. This one, but that used to be my go-to until I started using the VTA. Which one's the VTA one? Thai pineapple. And then
Rocky, I know you're a liar because you've already told us many times that you eat 2 cinnamon donuts for breakfast every morning. So
Buster Bell has a point. How can you have Hawaiian pizza without pineapple?
listen, that recipe, Hippo, it looks really good. And when I get over my aversion to chocolate, maybe I'll give it a try. But until then, I can't do it.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I'm missing is that particular. See, yeah, that's not the right pineapple Inawera. The ones. See, I hit the missing ingredients. It was that one because that's one that they would pick on me and say, "Hey, that's the wrong one." There you go. Rocky's here. Can't you verse stuff from Dad Bus and it wouldn't be the wrong one? Leave yours till last, hun, because you'll go over yours.
What?
Although that does look good. That just reminds me of that chocolate from New Zealand, and it was really good, Hippo. And there,
Mallory
what
dropped
is
one in the chat too,
it's
by the way.
seriously more. Was it way up? Where's Mallory's? Oh, right there's Mallory's. Okay.
What the hell?
Oh, it's a picture. Okay. All right, so we got more Echo Dub. Lie Me a River, with a lie as in lying to the river. I'm not tropical recipes. I'm super curious on how this ties in because I know he likes to make these titles and make them somehow fit the mix. Let's see what we got here. We got frozen yogurt, Wonder Flavors at 2. Kiwi Yellow, Wonder Flavors at 0.6. Moose Mango, Wonder Flavors at 1. And see that the way that Kiwi Yellow comes off to me, it's almost got that melony, almost melon vibe. So the mango mousse. Ooh, yeah. Rosemary raw VSO at 0.01, so just a drop. Super sweet cap at 0.5. The rosemary raw is kind of his signature move. Sweet lychee, that's what I kind of figured. Sweet lychee from Cap at 2. And ultimate passion fruit from Flavor Jungle at 1. That was one of the ones we tested recently too, wasn't it?
Wait,
Ultimate
which one?
passion fruit, the passion fruit. I believe that was one of the ones in our last test.
The ultimate passion fruit?
Mm-hmm.
No, we haven't tried that one yet.
We haven't? Okay.
That's one of the ultimates we haven't gotten in from Flavor Jungle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we haven't tried
River
that.
of mango juice runs through a landscape of tropical sweetness. That's all I can come up with. I use lychee to enhance the mango in a tropical way. Use passion fruit to provide a bit of tartness underneath. Has to be very sweet to make it work. That's the only way I can have lychee is if it's super sweet.
I mean, I'm super curious on that passion fruit now, though, because I love passion fruit.
That is a very colorful picture. Who was that artist that used to do all the colors like that? Like used to do cabins and stuff like in this kind of color scheme. Can't remember the name.
I can't see it.
How the hell did that just work, Mallory? Holy shit. What?
It's bugging me. I used to like him too.
You're not talking about Bob Ross, are you?
No, yeah, Bob Ross didn't do colorful. It's like
Please.
weird schemes. He did like natural
You really tried it?
landscapes.
When I clicked on that link, Mallory, it took me where everybody's looking side to side and side and everything.
I just got a 404 error. Probably because I'm
Well,
streaming.
it says 404 error, but then right next to it, there's like Clint Eastwood starts out and he's looking side to side, like looking in the room. And then it shows another character looking side to side with their eyeballs, looking in the room and stuff, I guess, Then I took that link from her post that she put in the chat and put it in Google, and it says no file exists, but it'll take you to ELR. How in the world did you do that? What? So it shows
I got an error too.
That's weird.
The last one is Squidward.
Yeah.
Squidward.
So now, if you copy that paste to try to like share it or whatever, you might have just taught me something new.
We got peach mango from Rocky Tooney. Candied mango from Cap at 3. Your favorite mango, hun? Extra sweet Cap at 1. Yeah. Family's wondered. Candy mango is 100% in the old candy pop candy. Mango strawberry, 100%. Golden pineapple from Cap at 1.5. And juicy peach from Cap at 3.5. Let's do a little juicy peach and wet and everything. That's not a bad idea. Simple peach mango threw together earlier this week when I felt like a fruity vape type vape. A little pineapple really complements the mango. Finished with 30 mils and before the 5-day steep. So he doesn't know after 5-day steep what it tastes like. Just saying. Rocky suggests steep time 5 days if you can make it that long. Yeah. That's good because Rocky doesn't really. Rocky's more coffee. He vapes a lot of coffees. So, and milk and honey. No milk and honey. Wait a minute, that's not a Rocky recipe. Anybody else calling him out on that? No milk and honey? Nobody? Just me?
Maybe we're finally teaching him to mix properly and not just, using milk and honey as a crutch.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Just kidding.
All right,
Rocky.
so
We love you.
Mallory's came through here. Butterbeer. Butter rum from Flavor West at 2. Cream soda TPA at 5. Golden butter from Cap at 0.5. Vanilla bean ice cream TPA at 3. Vanilla cream VSO 1.25. And whipped cream Flavor West at 2. Really going for the creaminess on this. And just kind of softening up that butter rum. And add a little golden butter from Cap to get a butteriness. Give this a shot. And vape, since the real recipe sounded good. For the drink, if you're wondering, yes, this is Harry Potter drink. 12 ounces of bottled cream soda, teaspoon of vanilla butter extract, 0.66 rum extract, 1/4 cup marshmallow cream, and 1/3 cup of whipping cream. Literally, when it pretty much built it, that's another thing you can do, Hippo. You can always build off the real thing. If you can get the actual ingredient list in the original, you can try and build it. Sometimes this doesn't work great because some of these flavors kind of cross a little bit of line. But sometimes it works out beautifully or even better than the original.
Man, I'm gonna look that one up. That kind of looks interesting. For real. Where is it? I think I'm following you, ain't I? Oh, I see it. Butterbeer.
And I think that's left now is Hippie and Lady, as far as recipes that are tagged.
And Hippo
Yeah, I got another
hashtagged a second one that he missed the hashtag on, so you're gonna have to refresh.
Okay,
Damn, I'm missing
that.
flavors. Shit. I knew it. I knew I didn't have butter rum.
Okay.
Flavor West. I didn't have Flavor West butter rum. Damn.
All right, we got it here. Orange You Creamy. That sounds like a title I would have came up with. Buttercream from SSA at 1. Orange Cream Natural from Wonder Flavors at 3. Someone's paying attention. Orange Mandarin TPA at 2.5. Super Sweet Pearl at 0.5. Vanilla Bean Ice Cream TPA at 3.5. Vanilla Custard 2 TPA at 2.5. Vanilla Swirl TPA at 1. And Vienna Cream Liquid Barn at 1.5. It's a lot of vanilla creams in that thing. Inspired by Beach Club's Orange Dream. I had it last year sometime, but found the flavor lacking. Leaned more towards the orange drink and vanilla notes. I wanted something creamier. Hence all the creams. This is the start of a journey. Off the knuckle tastes exactly like photo, only melted. I'm hoping that it translates over to vape experience. Since there are quite a few creams, I'm going to attempt to do my first flavor test day 3 and steeping. If it all comes sooner, I'll update by the day. Day 2, vaping okay. Creams need more time to develop. The orange is very light. I was originally going to mix the orange cream at 3%. ELR gave me an average of 1, so I got self-conscious and dropped it. Spoke to Steve-O and told to push it to 3 with no problem. So I'm going to mix another at 3% and see what develops too. One suggestion on that, drop the vanilla swirl. That's another thing, is muting some of your orange. Guarantee it's muting some orange. That vanilla swirl tends to take away some of your softer creams,
Yep.
orange creams.
For sure. For dang sure. You might even want to just go ahead and take that vanilla swirl totally out for real.
That's what I was saying. The vanilla swirl tends to mute soft, creamy orange flavors and citrus flavors.
I mean, because see, you look at it, you got that Vienna cream in there. That's pretty damn thick. Yeah, I'd take.
Oh,
that
it's got Vienna
out.
cream.
That
Got the Vienna
might
cream.
fall
Vanilla bean ice cream TPA too. Yeah, looks like it's got a lot of good vanillas in there. The vanilla swirl is great, but gotta be careful what you're trying to make. If you're finding lack of orange in there, I have a feeling the vanilla swirl's a part of that culprit. And you got a ton of vanilla, but
yeah, that's a good recipe though. Damn good recipe.
I like how I leaned into the cream on it, and nice and creamy. It's just
Yeah.
boosting it with the orange mandarin. Smart move.
Also, when you take that vanilla swirl out, you'll see if you get any off notes from any of your oranges as well.
Shouldn't though. Orange mandarin, not too bad. The orange cream natural is pretty good. Nothing really for off notes. Maybe at 3%, there might be off notes without the swirl.
Well, you know how that swirl will knock off harsh notes and it kind of mutes some stuff.
Kind of takes the edges off everything, including unfortunately the citrus top.
Right. So I'm curious if you mixed it without the vanilla swirl, if you had any, off notes. That'd be interesting to try.
But that does look good. Good orange cream. And if you're looking for really, really over the top, I haven't mixed an orange cream with that orange cream yet. The orange cream, pretty good, but there's no vanilla, not a real vanilla note in that orange cream. So if you want that vanilla note, you are going to have to add it like you did.
I hate it for you, Kerplop. Daggone it. I love TFA ice cream, man. That's one of my favorite damn ice cream.
And that's the thing. You find ice creams that work best for you. For me, for vanilla
Yeah.
bean, it's Flavor West. It just is.
Flavor West would be my second one. Flavor West.
And it's usually the way it works. You sway toward one or the other, but you're okay with the other. And that's just how it
I mean,
works.
for the vanilla bean ice cream.
Yeah.
Flavor West.
Yeah. I
Not
used it
at all.
today. I used it today. In fact, if I go over mine, I can let you guys go over yours, and then we can finish off with you guys. Hey, so I'm not on the block at the end. Mango ice cream. I've been craving it. We had those vanilla ball ice cream weird things a long time back, and kind of wanted one ever since. So mango ice cream. Been waiting for the right mango to work with it, and I think this might work. French vanilla thick, Wonder Flavors at 1. Basically, this is my ice cream base. Mango, I use the natural from Wonder Flavors at 3.5. Can push it. Super sweet Perillum at 0.5. Vanilla bean ice cream Flavor West at 3. And vanilla gelato Italian at 2. And I'm vaping it right now. Been craving a creamy mango ice cream. Giving it a go with a natural mango from Wonder Flavors. Yes, I know, Bob. There's no pictures. And I would say this is working pretty good. It tastes like a natural mango. And that's why I went with this one. It tastes... Don't confuse their mango natural with their island mango. Completely different mangoes. No spicy notes to this one or any weird like funk notes.
Can you share that one in chat for me real quick?
Yes, I can.
That mango ice cream will go really good with our mango we have later before we go to space.
Oh, seriously, it tastes like a real mango. Yes. Should actually have you try it. Oh, you don't like mango? This is good.
I'll eat a mango. I ain't gonna vape a mango.
Tastes really good. It does remind me kind of those mango balls, but it's more heavy on the creamy side versus, remember those weird ball things we got? I don't know what they were, those ice cream ball things, whatever they were.
They were matcha.
Yeah. And they were more heavy on the mango side. This is a little bit more heavy on the creamy side, but it's got a very similar flavor.
All right. Well, since I'm eating my cake, I guess I will go ahead and get this over with here so I can finish stuffing my face. So I made a coconut frosted pineapple cake. So basically the cake that I made today that we're eating.
Trying it right now.
Buttercream frosting, Wonder Flavor at 2. Cake VSO at 2. Cake yellow Flavor West at 1.5. Coconut rum from Wonder Flavor at 2. Desiccated coconut VTA at 1.5. Sugarloaf pineapple VTA at 2. Super sweet Perillum at 1. Thai pineapple SSA at 1.5. And toasted coconut cheesecake Perillum at 3.
I still need to get that desiccated coconut so I can try it in my coconut.
It's worth it, Steve-O. It really is.
Dad gave me some fist bumps.
Like the coconut cake is like so almost there. And I've just never tried that desiccated, and
that cream cheese frosting with the flavorings in it. Oh my god, that's good. The real frosting. I'm not talking like her vape flavor. I mean, she used the same flavorings in the frosting, and wow.
Mm-hmm. The only one I didn't put in the frosting was the coconut rum. I could have added a little bit of the Malibu and made it boozy, but we don't need it. So the vape is amazing. The cake is amazing. And other than the fact that I'm getting more of the yellow cake in the vape, which is obvious because the cakes I used, and it's a white cake on the actual cake, they're pretty freaking close. It is a very good pairing.
Cake's
I like
really good.
that Thai pineapple. That Thai pineapple is a good one.
Like I said, I used to use Inawera a lot, and then Inawera or Funky, and then the Thai pineapple just kind of took that spot, and it pairs so friggin' well with the golden pineapple. They pair like they're meant to be together.
Yeah, Hippo, that Thai pineapple is so good, and the sugarloaf pineapple from VTA, if you can get your hands on it, is like the best
Impact flavors.
Pineapple.
Impact flavors.
Oh yeah, impact flavors. Excuse me. And then I have been vaping on this week too, so I kind of just wanted to give this a quick share. This is the one I made for the March mix along. I did a tropical rum cake. So it's brown sugar TP81, butter raw VSO at 2, cake VSO at 2, cake yellow flavor west at 1.5, coconut rum wonder flavor at 2, Jamaican rum one from Flavor West at 2, which I had never tried before, but it smelled really good. Sugarloaf pineapple VTA at 2, super sweet Pearlum at 1, Thai pineapple SSA at 1.5, and toasted coconut cheesecake Pearlum at 3. And that one is also very, very tasty. It's like a really good pineapple upside down cake with some nice little boozy kick to it.
Yeah, they do have flavor packs at BCF now. And they're coming out with new packs every so often as well, I've seen.
The nag, Steve-O. You could do that, J Money.
Oh, how y'all like the bracket at Bull City right now?
I think it was rigged.
You think it was rigged?
I'm just joking.
Yeah, man. See, the only bad thing is like I was never a big fan of Capella's vanilla custard.
Same.
I
I
just
voted for
never
vanilla
was.
swirl.
I was on different custards, you know.
Yeah,
Oh,
give
premium.
me TPA vanilla custard too.
Yeah.
Give me premium if I want custard.
Well,
Otherwise the vanilla custards, they're more vanilla, thick vanilla creams.
Premium.
See, I'm still Inawera custard fan, you know.
Agreed.
Yeah, I like,
agreed. But it's got a little bakery note in there, so you like to use that whenever there's gonna be a bakery.
I like all three of them together. Premium, TPA2, and Inawera.
Okay, Valerie.
3, 2, 3, 2, 1.
I've been picking on about that since then, hippie.
3, 2, 1.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi.
Rocky's still working on his Duke's mayo recipe.
Oh God.
One of us up?
Yep.
All right.
Either you or hippie.
I pulled up. I pulled up 2 mixes from last year. I plan on breaking them out again this year because they were good. Let's see. What am I doing? Oh yeah, share.
Have you been getting into hippie stash? Just curious.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
there it goes.
This is from last year. This turned out fantastic. Creamy tropical yogurt.
Wasn't this when you finally got the creamy yogurt back in? It was the first mix you made, I believe, after you got it back in.
I did 2. I did 2. I did a few actually. I kind of went a little crazy making mixes, smoothie and yogurt mixes. Coconut custard from Wonder Flavors at 2%. Creamy Greek yogurt, which is now SSAMB at 2%. Island mango Wonder Flavors at 2.5%. Passion fruit from Noms at 1.5%. Ripe mango Flavora at 0.5%. Super sweet Capella at 0.6%. Sweet coconut Flavora at 1%. And whipped cream SSA at 1.5%. This needs about 10 days to steep, minimum 10 days, to really thicken up. And once it does, it's just a really thick and creamy tropical funk, just straight up funk, especially from the island mango and the passion fruit. This passion fruit to me is just so beautiful. Pairs well with just about any mango. You don't really get much coconut notes. The coconut is just kind of there, because it accents well with the other tropical fruits, but like you're getting more textures and blending with like the sweet coconut and the coconut custard. There's a hint of it underneath, but I really didn't use them particularly for heavy coconut notes. Really happy with that one. I can never just switch to another recipe. I always have to stop share.
Yeah. So that
And
passion fruit though is really good. I would only put the Wonder Flavor passion fruit above the one from Noms, and it's really, really neck and neck close.
yeah.
And they pair really well together.
Yeah. I don't have the Wonder Flavors. It's just one I never picked up. I am a big fan of Flavor Arts passion fruit as well. Which is it actually in this mix?
Oh, Tim, are you trying to
Or no, it's not. No, it's not. I'm sorry. That's the one that I was playing around with that I didn't finish. This is a blood orange banana smoothie. Banana custard, BTA at 3%. Banana puree, Wonder Flavors at 1%. Blood orange flavor art at 2%. There's that creamy Greek yogurt again, 1.5%. Creamy vanilla at cap at 2%. Orange juice, Wonder Flavors at 1.5%, and super sweet at 0.5%. I found a little picture there for this one. And this this one probably needs about 7 to 10 days to steep as well. It's a little more ready to go off the shake than the other one, but to get that like smoothie texture, the banana puree does wonders to really help pull off the smoothie mouthfeel with like the creams in there. This has kind of been my go-to, like creamy Greek yogurt and creamy vanilla. The creamy vanilla, just there's something about it. It has a very unique vanilla note, but like it just works really well with fruits, especially low, like to give you just a little bit of bump and like some texture in a fruit mix. Fantastic. The blood orange FA in this, it tricks your brain into thinking that there's a slight cooling note. Somehow, like the way that I think that it pairs with the banana puree specifically, it tricks your brain into thinking that there's a slight bit of cooling, but obviously there's no cooling here. There's I think because there's a little bit of zest in that blood orange, and it just kind of tricks your brain into
It's like a
thinking that
juicy zest too. It's very very juicy zest.
yeah. It really it does seem like it's kind of chilled, this mix. I'm going to be breaking these back out when it gets nice and warm again, both of these.
I got you, hippie. Oh, hungry hippie. Hungry hippo, I meant. Not hippie. I got hungry hippo.
And I did put together like a simple mix. Just something very, very simple. Because we do have plenty of beginner mixers here. And if you're looking for something good and tropical, I really think you can't go wrong with this trio of basically any trio of mango, pineapple, and passion fruit. Like, these are just some of my favorites. Mango Flavora at 1.5, passion fruit flavor art at 2, pineapple Inawera at 2.5, and some super sweet. If you prefer Wonder Flavors passion fruit, throw in, some Wonder Flavors passion fruit. If you prefer a different mango, just any combination really of these three that you like. These are just my favorite. It's a great place to start for a tropical mix.
Depending on the mango wise, I mean, if you like just slight variations in the mango, but you want to stick to the same vein of what you have, choose your favorite of the Flavora mangoes because they all will work there really well.
Any Flavora mango, you can't, in my opinion, you can't go wrong with.
Oh, they just have a different sweetness / like just that's mostly it. It's just mostly the sweetness level and the softness level in them.
But yeah, these are some of my favorites. Just the three of those together, quick and easy tropical mix. That's it.
I know Hippie has at least one.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
And start thinking mangoes too, hippie. Top 3 favorite mangoes. Your go-tos. Any
I already
mangoes.
put one in the chat. The one that everybody should have actually is Capella Sweet Mango. Everybody should have that.
If anybody's had an old school tropical mix that had mango in it, 99.9% chance was Cap Sweet Mango. It's just or candied mango.
Fuck?
You know that shoot, I might mix my stepson up. Shoot, I'm gonna mix him up just sweet mango, a little sweetener, and that's it. I think he might like that. I like changing him up every once in a while, you know, when I mix his juices each week, you know.
Probably the safest one you got too, Rocky.
That was weird.
Foreshadowing, Cap Sweet Mango's in my top 3 as well.
I feel like I tried to force myself to like Capella's mangoes. In the right mixes.
Well, you have to have something you want a sweeter mango. They're not just your plain old ordinary mango.
Yeah.
Their mango is sugar for sure.
The candied mango as well. I really tried to like it. I think Rocky made one mix that I enjoyed it in, and yeah.
But I'm with Hippo. I mean, I'm not really into the funky mangoes either. I want like just realistic mango.
Yeah, I don't like them dirty soft ones.
I love me some funk, man. We want funk.
It's an acquired taste, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to be in the mood for it. And funk's okay once in a while, but if I'm gonna call my top 3, it's gonna be pure.
Yeah.
Always the purest. Always.
All right, mine are really easy. You take any random mango, you pick it up, you throw it in the trash, and grab yourself a good pineapple.
Unless it's wait a minute.
You take any random mango, you pick it up, you throw it in the trash, and you pick up yourself a really good passion fruit.
Although she picked up mangoes for tonight, that makes perfect sense. If she said you meant mango flavors.
Take any other random mango, you pick it up, you throw it in the damn trash, and pick out some really nice like cake or custard, and you throw it all together into a dessert, and it's banging.
Hippie, do you want me to bring up your recipe, or you want to do it?
I'll do it.
Hi, Lando.
Let's see.
Lando.
Get over to it. Well, first off, I totally misinterpreted the stream for tonight. Go ahead and say it, Tim. The way I did it is like the way the title of this stream was
Spring Summer Mixes, Tropical Desserts. Yeah.
Now I separated it through my mind, like, well, okay, a spring mix, a summer mix, a tropical mix, you know, and so that's what I thought. Well, anyway.
See, I told you just to say tropical desserts, you dumbass.
You're the one that said you wanted.
So
it was your thing. You wanted spring summer mixes. That's what you said. You want them tropical.
I said I felt like spring summery kind of mixes. Why don't we do tropical something? And you're like tropical desserts.
Spring
I'm like,
summer
perfect.
tropical.
You didn't have to put this.
Anyway, I came up with a recipe yesterday for tonight's show and everything. And I'm gonna be honest with everybody.
Odie.
Whenever I came up with this recipe, I wasn't even thinking about what it turned out to be. Okay, it was like a happy mistake almost, you know. Today I went to a vape shop here in Montgomery, and I carried my little tester that I made yesterday, and the guy in there, you know, I was talking to him about other e-liquids and stuff, and we were talking about the new nitrous 23 and all that, and I said, dude, you got to try this one. I didn't tell him what it was or anything. I just handed it to him. He took a little bit, put it on his mouth finger, and tasted it, and he's like, dude, that tastes just like the old school watermelon bomb pops. And all of a sudden, 2 and 2 clicked together. It's like, do what? He's like, yeah, man. And then I put it on my finger and taste. It's like, well, damn, you know. And sure enough, it tastes just like an old school watermelon bomb pop. All right, y'all ready? Now, something I'm going to change about it though, because anyway, I'll show you all the recipe. Okay, can y'all see it?
Yep.
All right, watermelon bomb pop. I went ahead and named it because it was a watermelon splash because I was just doing a new version 9 watermelon splash recipe, right? No, check this out. Cranberry Capella 0.15, and I'll come back to that here in just a minute. Crisp citrus soda raw VSO at 0.5%. Double watermelon SSA at 2%. Lemon lime Capella at 1%. And I'll tell you all this here in a minute. Lemon lime soda, one of the flavors, 1%. Super sweet, a half, and watermelon raw VSO at 1%. Now, my thoughts on this recipe were like, okay, I want I'm thinking watermelon splash type recipe for tonight's show. So I took the double watermelon. I love that freaking flavor.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, I want an authentic type watermelon. So I've used watermelon raw VSO. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So there's my watermelon. Then I was like, well, I want to brighten the watermelons up, a little bit. So I said, well, lemon, lime, something like that would brighten it up. So I put lemon lime Capella, lemon lime soda in it. And I said, fuck it, let's just add some crisp citrus soda in there just to boost it, right? And the cranberry I put in there to make the watermelons more juicy, more wet. So it lays on your tongue more. Well, lo and behold, it turned out to be a damn bomb pop for damn sure. But I need to lower the lemon lime. Either I'm going to drop this totally out of it, this lemon lime soda, and just leave the lemon lime and the crisp citrus soda in there, because the lemon lime is kind of coming just a little bit, too forward.
Red Rocket, Jesus Christ.
Too forward.
Yeah. I can see that.
Killing me in the chat right now.
Red Rocket, and it shows a little poodle. It's like, yeah, Red Rocket. You can call it Red Rocket there, hippie.
There you go.
Red Rocket Pop. Red Rocket Pop. There you go.
Oh my god! And
AKA natural lipstick.
Yeah.
But Tim was not even joking in the chat before. He got so bad last night. Like, so bad.
I forgot that what I grew was good. I forgot.
If there's 2 fruity flavors that I really want to get this summer, it's that double watermelon and
SSA.
the Thai pineapple from SSA.
You don't
Capped up a watermelon is really good. SSA is better. They're very similar, but this is more flavorful.
No, I don't.
Oh my god, dude! You definitely got to get those 2 for.
Oh yeah, I mean, I have like a watermelon mix that I've just been absolutely in love with for so long that I just haven't picked up.
I've fallen in love with it for real, Steve-O. It's blown out all my other watermelons.
Yeah, and I just hadn't picked it up, but. And same thing with pineapples. I've had my favorites, but I realized I haven't tried any new ones in a while. So
all right, I'll tell you this, Steve-O. The Thai pineapple is a little thinner than Inaware pineapple.
Is it?
But it's more of a pineapple juice.
Okay.
But
it fills in all the gaps in the golden, and the golden fills in the gaps.
I was gonna say like the golden or the fresh.
They fill in the gaps together just so well. And don't get me wrong, Inaware does a pretty good job of it. The Thai just does a little better job.
It does have a really nice top note. I'll tell you that. really nice top.
Mm.
Well, if it pairs well with golden pineapple, it might be just what I'm looking for.
And I gotta give Sam
Remember, I
credit
had-
for the double watermelon SSA. He got it first, and he told me, "You're gonna freaking love that." Like, oh, okay. You love it better than Cap. I'm like, Cap is freaking delicious. I tried the SSA over the Cap, the double watermelon. It is. It's a better. It's very similar, but better. It's all out. There's more powerful flavor there. That's all. Like more everything. Similar though.
Even Sam gets one right sometimes.
Oh come on, it's me. All right, so let's start on this. I'll start off with this top 3 flavorings from everybody on the panel, at least in people in chat. But for me, I'll start off with the most obvious one, just because it is old school and it really does work. Sweet mango from Capella is still a solid flavor. It's not super funk. It's just really kind of sweet. Period. It's been in most of your mixes. If you had them old school mixes, it's in them most likely. Sweet or candied is in one of them, most likely sweet. And then next would be ripe mango from Flavora, but any of the Flavora mangoes are fine. I just prefer the ripe slightly over the others because it's a little juicier. I think it's the Flavora's got a solid range of mangoes. And then last but not least, surprised the crap out of me, because especially after Island Mango is not my favorite because it has that spicy bite to it that just has to be specific. Mango Natural from Wonder Flavors. Freaking amazing mango. I used it tonight for that reason, and it worked. Worked exactly what I wanted to. It tastes like a real natural mango, period. That's what I'm going for. I always want to go keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. If it's accurate, that's where I want it. So that's me. And I'll pass. I think we should let Lady go last because she's probably got the most words about a mango. So let's go with Steve-O next.
I mean, that easy mix that I made is pretty much. I mean, that's 2 of them. The Inawera pineapple and the Flavor Art passion fruit, for sure.
Yeah, but we're talking mango.
Oh, you're talking mangoes. I thought
Mango.
you were saying
No.
tropical fruits. Mangoes.
No, mangoes. Trying to keep these specific to a certain fruit.
Mangoes is 100%. Island mango, Wonder Flavors, mango from Flavora, and ripe mango from Flavora. Just depending on which Flavora I use, depends on just what I'm in the mood for, really.
Do you want more of the juicier, or not?
I do like for a while the Island mango with a little bit of ripe mango Flavora behind it. And still oftentimes is a go-to pairing for me. I'm sorry, I thought you meant tropical. I missed the mango part. Yeah, those have got to be the 3 for sure.
Well, you hippie, what's your top 3 mangoes you go to? Your go-to mango.
Top 3 mangoes. Let's see. Sweet mango for real.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Where are my
Old school mixer? Go figure. He's going old school mango. The best one there ever was.
I don't really have too many.
Hippo's making a mango list.
It's worth it. I mean,
Yeah.
The Island Mango's got a little bit of bite, so if you're looking for something, very smooth and authentic, it's gonna be.
Yeah, it's
Island Mango's a love. You're gonna love it or hate it. You're gonna love it or hate it.
I don't think I'm as sensitive to it. Like I said, I mentioned I like the funk. That blood orange mango smoothie. One of the things I do love about it is, I specifically mentioned like the blood orange, the zest giving you that cooling.
Well, you also got all those creams mellowing out that mango too.
It needs it because the banana puree also has that spice note. I leaned into the spice with the banana puree and the Island mango together.
All right, hippie, got him.
I really don't have that many mangoes because I really don't vape mangoes.
Fair enough.
But the ones I have like 5 mango flavors, and my top 2 would probably be sweet mango Capella and the Flavor Art mango. And the only reason why I got those is because I listened to other mixers who had a lot of different mangoes, and those were like the top two back in the day.
Mm-hmm. They were.
So, and I haven't bought another mango probably in 4 or 5 years.
Is the flavor art the Indian special? Is that, or is that a different one?
I thought it
I
was
think
papaya,
that
Indian special papaya, ain't it?
It's some other country something. I thought I could be confusing it. I thought there
different.
was a mango Indian special.
Yeah, different Kriplofs. I was thinking they're different too. Yeah. And Cassie, since you love mangoes so much, what are your favorite mangoes? And don't say trash can.
None. I do not vape mango.
All right. Fair
It makes me
enough.
Gag.
Papaya.
Fair enough. But I did think it's fair to call out the mangoes because there are a lot of people getting in that season. I've had a lot of questions about mangoes lately. I've seen a lot of questions in the groups about mangoes lately. So having a top 3 list on that to try and help people out. Yeah. And I'm similar in that I don't mind the mango's fine in certain mixes for me. I prefer that if I'm going bakery. I don't mind the spice note. Same with the banana puree. If I'm going a little bakery note, or if I'm going heavy creams, it could be okay. But for me,
shit,
I mean,
I forgot about Philippine mango.
which one? Who's Philippine? I remember that one.
TFA.
Oh yeah.
I got that one too. Shit.
Hippie, there is both a papaya and a mango Indian special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see it now.
Yeah, but the Indian
actually
special
do
mango
have
is
that.
not the same as a regular. I don't believe.
That
I'm almost
goes to
100%
show
sure
you
they're different.
How often I mix a mango or a papaya.
Poppy just said original is more candy. The Indian special has more funk.
That's what I
Gotcha.
thought. Yeah. 'Cause if I remember, like the original, wasn't that more like I think it was an attempt to try and offset the cap, try and feed off that, and then it just never took off as big as cap.
Jesus, man, I'm gonna have to make me a damn
Yeah.
recipe with mango or papaya, one or the other, because it's been so freaking long since I've even mixed with that.
Yeah. I
Dang.
was going to break out a papaya today, but didn't.
I thought about doing that, but then I was like, I've been craving this mango ice cream forever. Today's the perfect day for it. Let's do it. And it's good. It really is good. And that Wonder Flavors natural mango, being natural, makes sense. But they actually pulled it off too, so it tastes like a real mango. And honestly, it's probably the most authentic mango flavor I've tried. I can't think of any of the others that are that close. And all the other ones we've tried, and we just mentioned some of the best. Pretty sure, Flavor is probably the closest I had before that. Flavor ripe, pretty accurate.
Mm.
You're so funny, Odie.
Don't you worry, guys. We have an important segment coming up.
I know what it is.
Yeah. Aren't you ready to listen to her complain? Especially, probably, I have a feeling because I made a purchase when she was a little elevated. Cassie's Corner, what's up? Thank you.
All
I'm
right,
number one.
First of all, you should know better than to listen to me when I am high. He's been bugging about getting this fucking slushy machine.
Duchess's
And
fault.
I was, yeah, it's Duchess's fault. I got really elevated with Tim the night that he found out about his mom's friend. So we went to space, and I was like, I might as well just agree and give up because I know you're gonna fucking just do it anyway. And then he grabbed his phone, hit the screen, dropped it on the couch, and smirked at me. And I'm like, you did not. And he just gave me this shit-eating grin, made me think all fucking night that he bought the slushy machine. He didn't actually buy it until the next day when I bitched about the fact that he bought it in our group chat.
Yeah, because I did know better than to do it, as she accused me of. She accused me of it, and I did know better, and I hadn't bought it. I said, "You're not mad I bought it?" She goes, "Nah, not really. As long as you use it." That's when I bought it.
No. That is not how that went. You
That's
bribed me with
diabolical.
Subway.
But I did wait until the next day to order it. It is in. We got it in today, and that's what we made our coconut drinks with tonight. And honestly, it's pretty good, but I am feeling it because I may have put more coconut rum in there than I probably should have, which is why I had to add a little bit more of the syrup to thicken it up so it actually worked, because it wasn't really freezing.
That's not why I'm like stuttering either, because I haven't drank
Yeah.
that much of it. It's the other
Okay, that's round one of Cassie's Corner. What else you got for us?
my brother. Okay, during Benny's show, and I didn't realize it until much later, he sent me a text asking for permission to stop at a store on his way home. And I'm like, it's too late to message him now because he'll be in bed already. But I really hope he meant to actually send this to his wife and not me, because why does he need my permission to go to the store? I mean, dude, I know I'm your big sister and all, but you're almost 30. Come on. I think you can make those decisions.
Pepperoni and gumball. What the hell?
What?
That sounds like a Ninja Turtle pizza if I ever heard of one.
That was actually
Yeah.
pepperoni gumball, my favorite.
Yeah.
And if it tastes a little off, Steven, remember all you gotta do is throw some banana on there and you're good.
Yeah.
That's Steven's fix for everything. All right, so we got a couple more here from Rocky. We got pineapple raspberry smoothie, Greek yogurt TPA at 2.5. You don't see that used very often, the TPA version.
Oh, I've had this one.
Pineapple TPA at 2, raspberry sweet TPA at 3, all TPA. No, it's not. Cap sweet. Say that and then yeah, cap 0.5, super sweet 0.5, and yogurt flavor west at 2. I thought it was all TPA, and I see the flavor west at the bottom too.
Oh my God, that's actually a high percentage of pineapple TPA in my opinion. Lord almighty.
Yeah. I had this one, and I ended up adding a little bit of white chocolate as
Smooth
well.
it out.
Yeah, because for me the pineapple is a little that
Astringent.
pineapple. Yeah.
Pineapple raspberry smoothie.
But I also sometimes like to add a little bit of Mollenberry white chocolate to yogurts.
Okay.
And this is from last year. Yeah, well, with creams and stuff, adding that white chocolate, it works more like a cream than a real white chocolate when you really think about it.
very low percent, like half percent.
I
Hey,
use it
Rocky,
low. It
you
doesn't
know-
give you that full-on coating. Like, it gives you more just a super sweet creaminess. It works really well.
Rocky, that was the very first flavor I ever bought was TPA pineapple.
That's the
Very
first pineapple I
flavor
ever
I
had.
ever bought.
There's another one from Rocky.
That's a good question. What was the first flavor you ever bought?
Oh, I can go over that after
You can
this.
remember. Yeah.
Moose Strango from Cap. Rocky tuning, so it should be all Cap. Candied mango from Cap at 3. Creamy vanilla Cap at 0.5. Indo strawberry number 2 at 2. Nectarine from Cap at 0.5. And super sweet from Cap at 0.5. So not a lot of that creamy vanilla, actually. That's kind of low. It's going to have a creamy vanilla just to smooth it out, I'm thinking, with that lower percentage. I've seen this before, but yeah. This is that one with that weird AI picture. Looked like he blew that all up. He blew up the candied mango. It just got destroyed by the strawberry here. Apparently there's a hard strawberry. Bring Yourself to Tropics is sensual. The strangely sensual strawberry mango mix.
These are both Rocky mixes that I've tried. This is the one I was talking about earlier where I actually enjoyed the candied mango.
And weirdly, I do get a slight waxy note off the Indos. I wouldn't hate it in this one because it actually fit in with that candied. It kind of give it more of that texture. So I don't think I would even mind this mix. I never mixed it because I don't really love the Indo, but
The Indos pair well with mango.
Yep. A candied mango, especially, I feel that that would really work well. Yeah, candied mango. You know, that's an interesting mango too. That would probably have been my number 4 because it's kind of similar vibe as a sweet mango, just a little less of the ripe, like fruit part of it to it. You get a little bit of the fruity out of the sweet mango. You get less of it and more of the candied side, a little bit more sugary sweetness. Cap builds in a lot of sweetener in their sweeteners, in their flavors, and so if you want to ever lower your sweetener and you got a lot of cap flavors, don't be afraid to, because especially old school cap, they have a tendency to already have it in there. Oh God. And let's see, upcoming shows and news is what I was going to say next. We got the end of the year, end of the month. So it'll be single source mixes, and we'll have a giveaway again. And then remember, we'll also have a giveaway the following week because we're going to have the $100 gift card for my birthday. We'll be drawing on the show. Although we won't have a name for that, we'll have a number. That'll be the following week. So you're going to have 2 weeks in a row with giveaways. So that's always a good thing for whoever wants to get going with it. And we will be starting to do some content on the other channel with the flavoring stuff now that we have what I figure a good base for it. It's hard to do. It probably won't be every week. It'd be like every other week because it takes time to develop the bases and make sure it works. Because it's not like here we can mix it up, try it out, doesn't quite work. I can tell that's not going to steep out. Grab another one, do it. We don't have that option when we make real food. So we're going to get all that going. It's a lot of work. It'll be getting more and more different bases and stuff. Like we're trying to work on an ice cream base. I have not worked on that much. I'm actually going more so for her. She's getting the sweetener down, figured out we don't like things as sweet as we used to. So the generic ice cream bases that are out there tend to, even though we're not even using like traditional sugars, using monk fruit with allulose. I also have another one that is coming. I got another sweetener that's being sent to try, and I'll say by who is when it comes in. But yeah, no, single source is all BCF. Can be a manufacturer if you got it all from. You can get it all off the Flavor West site, or you can get it all off of any direct site. The DIY Canada, you get them all there. If you can get them all from NOMS, NOMS is pretty damn easy. You can almost about 80% of the flavorings out there are available at NOMS, so it's fairly easy.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, they just have a limited supply of Salubarome. They have a limited. They don't have any real flavors. There's a few others, but for the most part, NOMS has most of them. So single source means just you're getting all the ingredients from one source. So someone can take your recipe, say, I want to mix that. You say on there where to go, and they just go to that site, buy everything all the flavorings they need to mix it. It could be a brand new mixer, never mixed before. They can go buy all their flavorings at one place and then get them and just mix up your mix. So maybe you get them to try it. It could be someone you meet at the vape shop someday when you're in there just visiting or something like that, and tell them, yeah, you can mix this right here, this mix. You tried it, you liked it, you gave them a chance to try it, and they tried it and liked it. You can mix it yourself. All you got to do is just go to this site and buy all the flavorings. Done. One and done. That's the point.
Yeah, we know what you have an unlimited supply of, Rocky. A big old 55-gallon drum full of poop.
5-gallon drum. He has a truckload by now.
You're gonna love that, Dusty, for real. That's an easy, solid pineapple. I mean, it's so versatile. You can use it in any mix, really.
Most of my mixes, Hippie, most of my mixes for these shows are usually BCF and NOMS. I try to mix something that can be mixed at either or. That way, there, no matter what continent you're on, it's easy to get the flavorings for. Because more people are in, most of the people that watch are in UK or US, or can get it from the US. And a lot of those flavors actually you can get up in DIY Canada anyway, even if you're on the other side of the border. So yeah, most of them you can get at those 3 sites. Yeah, that's what single source is. It's so it's to make it easy for a new mixer to come in and say, I really want to get in a mix. Well, you can buy everything you need for flavorings right here at this place. Just go get it and mix it. Next week. Yeah, next week. Next week's the end of the month, Odie, so it's always at the end of the month. BCF does one I do one too as well, and I give a choice on where they want it, where they want the prize of the three major distros. And then sometimes Rocky has in the past donated. You've donated to it in the past. I mean, you never know. That's always an option too. If you want to sponsor a giveaway, you can to help out someone new. If you do wind up winning and you do want to piff it, it's up to you to piff the code. The codes say that's not interchangeable, but as long as the code hasn't been used, you can forward it to someone else. So that makes it less confusing, because that is a pain. Rocky and I both dealt with that, trying to get someone their mix. They never actually entered the contest. We don't have their information. It's like, so the winner is going to get that information and they can forward it, so we don't have to do it. So that makes it easy for us. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can still order from Canada, US. I can't promise that there's not going to be extra fees involved, but yes, you can still order from there. It's just, I mean, there might be tariffs involved, although I don't think so. I haven't heard anything yet, but I haven't tried to order from there since. We do need to order soon. So for this flavor series, although we are safe for a while. I mean, we got a while for everything to come in, so I haven't been super rushing it yet to make the list of what we have and what we need from the three major sites.
Now
And there
I'm
are-
grumpy.
You're not going to get burned out on these because it's too much diversity. It's not like last time. At least you can get stuck with coffees where you would never want to vape another coffee in the world. And God forbid you not want to drink coffee. No, you give up drinking coffee, I'm disowning you. You're living out in a snowbank. Even if it's summer, I'll build you a snowbank.
You want to build a snowman?
Do you want to build a snowman?
Well, technically, wouldn't you be a snow woman? Blueberry? What?
Oh yeah,
Bubblegum.
bubblegum.
Bubblegum. It's just it's been a lot of fun doing these shows, but it is work trying to get all these testings done. Not going to say which company, but all of us here on the panel are going to be testing all the flavors from a company. I just found out today. So yeah, we got some betas coming out. And weirdly, I just found out that all four of us are getting them. So all of them. There's going to be a lot of testing coming up soon, and that is some work. And that is for everyone here in chat, in the community. That's what it's for. I'm glad the company's doing it. I'm glad that we're doing it, and it's good for all of us. Yes, do we get to test them and we get to keep the testers? Yes. But
they're not always
worth keeping. They're not always worth keeping.
Exactly, yeah.
Let's use an example. What was it? What's that really stinky fruit? Starts with Y. Durian, that's it, durian. Bob tested durian like last year before.
Right.
Who on God's green earth decided durian was a flavor that they wanted to put into a vape flavor and try to test? I think somebody had it out for Bob. I'm sorry, but I don't know what.
I want to know what you were on when you did that one, Frank, and where can I get some? Because that must have been some good shit.
Testing durian. I can't believe anybody would even suggest that. I mean, the room really smells funky and makes me want to vomit. It's really authentic. What the fuck? How do you determine if it's authentic? Stinks like dog's ass and puked 3 times after eating it in here. Yep, I think that tastes just like durian. Oh, God. Limburger cheese. There you go. That's it, Mallory. That's what I was thinking. We just had a big discussion about that, my mother, the other day about Limburger cheese.
What the fuck, Hippo? Durian and milk and honey might slap.
Yeah, slap you right out of the room. It'll get Rocky slapped right out of the friggin' house. You're staying outside tonight. Limburger cheese. My grandfather used to eat it, and I swear he ate it for the sole purpose of the fact he could eat it, and it made my grandmother gag. And I think that's really why he ate it. And he had me try it. He's like, hold your breath and it tastes good. He's right. But why would you want to hold your breath when you're eating your food? That seems kind of counterproductive to me. So
I would say so.
Yeah.
Breathing and eating, two essential pieces of survival.
Exactly. The aroma during has been compared to rotting flesh. So if you get a nice rotting flesh note in your house, then apparently it's authentic.
Oh my gosh.
Why? Just why?
No.
Ugh.
Well,
Yeah, you still have time to get in on the $100 gift card giveaway. Got until the end of this month. For the months of February and March, any orders over $75, doesn't matter if you order 10 orders or over $75, every one is a chance to win a $100 gift card.
From who?
From Bull City. If you order $75 or more using code AFL.
Okay.
You get a chance at winning the $100 gift card. It'll be drawn. The deadlines will be at the end of this month, which is before our next show or after our next show. So you still got a little over a week. And then get a chance at a $100 gift card to give away, which will be drawn by number of order. First order comes in be number one, vice versa, all the way through. Because I can't know who the numbers are, because then I can't have your order information. That'd be conflict of interest. In the end, we can if the person says it's okay, we can let you know who won, but that depends on the person who wants to be anonymous or not. If they want to be anonymous, well, the number 7 or 9 or 21, whatever, won. That's all we know. Somebody will be getting some money. More than what the order's worth, possibly. You order $150, you get free shipping in states anyway. You're ordering $150 or more, or $225. Order 2 to 3 orders is $75. You'll still get free shipping. It's not going to cost you any more money. You get more chances to win.
The look on their faces, damn, Lando, it made me freaking throw up.
What happened?
Man,
No flavor.
What the hell's that?
Lambas bread.
God. Oh, God.
Oh.
Yeah, oh, God. I used to be the big one for definitely for making us want to puke. That's for sure. Oh, God.
Yeah.
And everybody loves it when you want to puke on the stream.
That's worse than hibiscus candy.
Hibiscus candy is pretty good. Not mixed with that cream you put it with, but it's pretty good.
That's what I was talking about.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I tried so hard to try and decide if I could trick myself into liking it over and over again. Could I use this something? And it's just not right.
Some things you just can't trick yourself into.
It changed the cream into some kind of weird, funky cream that didn't taste like a really cream anymore. I don't know what it was. And the hibiscus didn't taste like a floral anymore either. It tasted like a funk, a weird ass funk. It's like, how, hippie? You did the right thing. You created something unique. I just don't think anybody's ready for this yet. Hippo wins, I win. There you go. Just thinking, is anything else going on? So you, Steve-O, you have you're still doing Monday shows, right?
Yep. Mondays have been real fun. I don't always do like a mix on the show, but maybe like once or twice a month we'll do some mixing. Like last week I just did like a true to the name wicking it and kicking it. Like we set up just 4 different things that I wanted to use for the week, I do have a new device coming, something that's kind of a rarity because I had to hit on a list to win it, and then it took 9 months to get it, and that should possibly be arriving in time for the show on Monday. So instead of like a recorded unboxing, we might just unbox it all together if I have it in time. So that'll be exciting. Yeah. Mondays, 7 p.m. Eastern.
And although even it would be kind of a conflict of time, yeah, you have something coming up next weekend too. Mention that.
Yeah, it is a conflict. I won't be able to come onto the panel next week, but in the JMW Premium Facebook group is the drawing. If anybody purchased any waffle tickets for that thing that we've been doing, the drawing is going to be next Saturday, the same time as this show. Unfortunately, that's just the time that my partner was able to have free time to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But if no worries, like You know, if you can't make it to that live and you want, and you know, because there's other stuff going on here. Anybody who got tickets, the numbers are attached to your name, so it's not like you have to be there to claim it if your number comes up. So
sadly, Steve-O won't be here next week because he's got prior
yeah,
commitments. Unless he hops in after or he gets done with the other, or vice versa.
yeah. I mean, I don't see us running that live for as long as we go here.
Hmm.
So it's very likely that I'll pop in halfway through. It also depends on you know what my son is doing and stuff. Like tonight, he's at my sister's. My sister's just like, "Hey, can we bring him home on Monday instead?" And I'm like, "You're gonna steal another day from me?" But
Gee, money.
he's having fun.
Hasn't tried Hippo's recipe, but still wants to roast him.
You should try him grilled too.
Jeez.
Y'all are so nice.
Have you tried using the air fryer?
Have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hippo
yeah,
wins,
that's
I
the other
win.
thing. You diagnosing cars over the phone all week.
What is up with that? You know the worst part? I was right. And then I had to fix it physically.
It was the same problem in both vehicles too.
It was the same problem in both vehicles, and I actually said the same thing for both, and I was right on both accounts. One of them I couldn't fix, thankfully, because it's all the way in New York, but the other one I had to go and fix. Weird week.
Well, I mean, you had to go fix it. It's our future car.
Probably. Yeah. We have gotten 3 different vehicles from the same person, and yeah.
All Subarus.
Were they? Yeah, he likes his Subarus.
Yeah. All 3 of them.
I got to make sure and maintain this one so when it gets here, it won't be in bad shape. Maybe not enough popsicle sticks in that one to build a fort. Long story short, somebody had this car in the past that we have now, and they put popsicle sticks everywhere in the dash. I don't know if they had a kid or whatever, but there were popsicle sticks everywhere when I took that dash apart. And they weren't like popsicle sticks for arts and crafts, you know, you get the big packs. No, these had actually the juice on them and stuff, so they were actually eating popsicles. I don't know. Weird. Yeah. Anyhow, yes. Thank you, Hippo, by the way, for the super chat. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. No joke. This we talked about today. If it wasn't for the fact that I love this community, I love mixing. This is actually an expensive hobby to get on here and keep up with all these shows I do. Very expensive hobby. So, yeah. He's like, how much money are we losing anyway? I go, well, it depends on how you look at it. You consider losing money? Anyhow, yeah, so we do this for fun. Yeah, do what Hippo did, sending a message for now until we get an actual dedicated email for the mail segment. If you have any questions or anything, is it something that can be brought up and we can get information from everybody? Because I think the more people that answer your question, the more likely to hit on something that'll hit and vibe with you. That's why I asked the panel. Because it does make a difference. I'm glad that we have 4 of us in here today because that's 4 different opinions on how you mix. And that is a very deep question with probably more questions to come from that same line. Because even if we answered your part you wanted the most, there's a lot there that we can't really answer easily without more specifically like narrowing it down. Is it a mahogany TV stand? What?
Don't worry about it. It's a conversation that was happening before you started paying attention. Just go with it.
I like mahogany.
He said he was a pretty big deal. And I asked him if he had many leather-bound books in an apartment that smells of rich mahogany.
Oh, okay. I answered that with the Casey Pickle being a big deal. She started me on this. Oh my God, Rocky, super thank you. Didn't have to do that. But thank you very much.
Thank you, Rocky. You're trying to buy my affection back, I see.
Trying to help you order some milk and honey. He wants us to buy a bigger bottle of milk and honey.
That's exactly what I was just going to say.
Nah, he wants us to buy a bigger bottle of vodka.
Casey got me to do that dollar store pie review. And that's what got me started doing actual content. I had the channel for years, just never did anything with it. Just like, what am I going to do? What do I want to do this? And then it's evolved over the years but I still, part of the core belief here too is always, if someone has a problem, if you're having an emotional problem or having problems coping, don't be afraid to bring it up to us either here or a private chat. If they feel more comfortable on the Discord, that's the most important thing. More than anything, your mental health matters. Period. Always.
I told you it was vodka money.
Vodka.
Yeah, I like to encourage that on Mondays as well. We have one member of the community who checks in with how many days he has sober, and it's just amazing every time, every week he checks in with that larger number.
My Discord has gotten very quiet, but if you watch and if anybody pipes up, they have something going on, there's always someone there to answer fairly quickly. So it's being watched. It's just not always needed, which is okay. As long as your support group's there when you need it, that's what matters.
Yeah.
And right now, recently, I am being a family and friends support group right now because someone is, make it short, cancer, not going to make it. No question about it. Just a question of when. Days, weeks, months would be optimistic. So it's like, yeah, unfortunately, that's where we're at with it. And it's been a little rough. My mother's literal best friend. So it's been a little bit of a rough week.
I'm sorry I wasn't laughing about that, Tim.
Thank you for the slushy fund. And yes, the slushy fund, aka the vodka fund, would all be the same thing because, yes, we probably will have quite a few alcoholic mixed drinks. It might not be always, but there's a good chance of it. Okay. And then we got the cappuccinos. We're going to probably do frozen mochachinos in there because that's a possibility with that damn thing. And I'm going to be doing that.
Don't worry. Tim has already said that when we do the vodka mixing show with Benny for Christmas this year, it will be vodka slushies.
And it'll be all 88 fluid ounces it can take will be in there for the vodka mixing this year. 88 ounces of vodka mix. Yeah, we're going to be rocking. I'm feeling this. I'm definitely feeling this.
As long as I'm not doing as many shots as I did, like, not last
my
year.
coaster's stuck to the frozen glass, but yeah, that's gone.
Not even close.
And that was a quarter bottle of rum. And yeah, it's going to be a great year, Fat Tuesdays.
Oh,
but no,
that's a
I
good-
want to do some more segments and stuff like that. And there will be more stuff with the baking and stuff. This test with the cake has got me thinking we can figure out a way to make that a little bit more keto so we can have it. Damn, I might actually become a cake person, which I'm not.
Speaking of
Oh my God, Odie, thank you.
speaking of adult beverages, there's 9 days left in the ELR March mix.
Yes,
which is alcoholic mixes.
Alcoholic mixes. You just have to have the hashtag. Let me see if I can find. Wow, I'm not going to be able to search this out at the moment. I wonder why.
Oops.
Oh, yes, you do have like 9 days left in that. 9 days left for the contest for BCF as well for the $100 gift card. The end of this month has some stuff, and you have a chance at 2 different giveaways for either NOMS or BCF from the ELR contest, and you do not have to win by having the best mix. Just participate.
Just participate.
Participation. Yes, they have gotten into the participation trophy part of the conversation. And I don't like thinking of it that way. That makes it feel sadder to me. But yes.
And because a comment was made about it, yes, I did mix it fitty. It is right here. I have been vaping it.
Oh, I know why that happened, and I can't disagree.
Hey, I won second place with a recipe I never even fucking tried, okay?
I've got mine right here. I accidentally went overboard on the sweetener, so had to make a 30 mil. It's okay. I think it needs a little
I will mix along, but I won't hashtag it until after the contest is done because I actually mix with it because I actually kind of want, I don't want to win. I don't want any chance of they try to say, oh, you won. Never. I would not want even a chance at it.
Hey, we got a Stephen L recipe dropping.
I see
in
that.
the
I'm
chat.
grabbing it right now. Whoa, this is not okay. Peppermint cheesecake bites. Sounds like a good idea.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, because
that,
he he and Hippo were talking about it in
Yep.
the chat. Okay.
Candy cane flavor West at 3.5. Sweetness Flavora at 1. Sweetening up that candy cane helps. That is a place I might push it. Toasted coconut cheesecake Beryllium at 3. Whipped cream Fresho 3. Under flavors at 1. Yes, sweet cheesecake and Aware at 3. Yeah. I could get behind that. Even add a little, that toasted coconut is going to give you a little bit of a coconut vibe, but it's nice with that candy cane. Weird ass picture, but I'll go with it.
Okay, I'm gonna have to.
Steven, that actually looks pretty good. It does.
I am slowly getting into some mints. That candy cane opened up mint flavors for me a little bit. And
Candy cane is really good. It is a
well,
little on the harsh side for some people. Just sensitive to that. No,
last week's leprechaun bark turned out awesome as well. Kind of a similar vibe, but different because it's got a dark, the dark chocolate note in it. Cereal.
big thank you to everybody for the super chats and stuff. You don't have to do that, but it is kind of nice. See. Yeah, it's also good to see everybody in chat every week. And I know some people don't talk. There's some people that are new to mixing that's still sitting there trying to learn from watching or watching in the replay. And you know what? That's what we do this for. More than anything. No, so we can watch Uncle Paulie get too drunk in Mexico and then forget to bring me back
Yeah, where the fuck
tequila.
is my tequila?
Where the
Uncle
fuck's the
Paul?
tequila? You went to Mexico and didn't bring back any tequila. I'm disappointed in you, Paul. If you go to Jamaica, you bring back rum. You go there, you went to Italy. I mean, they got to have alcohols in Italy. You didn't bring back as well. Come on.
I
You
know.
go to Russia, you come back with vodka. Come on, wake up.
I know. I shit the bed.
You could save so much money for your next drinking experience in the frozen hut.
Yeah.
You
I
could
brought back laryngitis.
Oh, great. I was
That's
thinking
it.
you could offset the cost of throwing your vape in the hole by trying cheap alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How's everybody doing?
We're just about to get out of here, but just thanking everybody, for being here and
Nice.
everything they're doing. Trying to work on more segments. Like I said, those top 3 flavorings, that was actually Odie's idea. I like it. I think it's a really good icebreaker and way to help somebody out in chat that might be looking for a certain flavor thing. You can ask in the mail segment. You can ask those 3 flavors, and it'll take into consideration of asking for later. Or we might do 2 sets of flavorings during the top 3 flavors thing. Because that actually want to answer what you want to hear. That's the whole point.
Yeah. And I like we didn't do any tonight, but I also like that there's been more polls during the
Yep.
show as well.
Yeah. Try and do more polls, allowing you guys to choose the flavor series this time. And that was on purpose. No, I didn't say the other word. Series. No.
Well, you said it again.
That's stupid things listening in anyway. It's super sensitive now, Paul. What'd you do to it? Quit talking. Quit talking to my phone. You're making it super sensitive, okay?
Yeah.
But no, having you choose the series that way there didn't okay. That way there, it's tailored to what people really want to know. What flavors to buy and go over. And that will continue to be the case, and we'll try to get more involvement so that the audience can choose what they want for content. That's what the whole mailbox is. This here, I'll show it again. It's one of these. Yeah, this Mixer's mailbox that Odie's helped me put together. That's what that's for, so you can actually, put in information on what you want to know. So you can ask Paulie about his trip to Cancun that he hasn't taken yet. But he will. Don't worry, that's on his list.
Yeah. Mixers.
You
and
He
can
might
mixers.
ask
actually-
Uncle Paulie why he didn't bring his favorite niece back a bottle of tequila.
Tequila.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I
Well,
had enough when I was there. Yeah, but you'll have more later, I promise you.
Yeah. I was worse. I was peeling like crazy.
You were redder than a lobster, that last picture you sent. That was bad.
I am traumatized from those pictures that you sent, by the way. I was like,
It
why
only
is
had-
Paul sending nudes in our chat, man?
It only had one ass cheek in it.
Only one. I mean, you've seen
wasn't
more
a
of
full
Birdie's
ass.
ass. You've seen more of Birdie's ass than you have of Paul's.
Yeah.
More than
Oh, yeah.
once, even. Not even just one time, multiple times.
Mamacitas.
I just remembered
Birdie.
something that I forgot too about on Mondays.
Mm.
Going to be doing lots of builds with Duchess coils.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, you can always check out and see if Duchess might have something available if you want to talk to him. Can't say much more than that on here, but I can tell you that much. And I will tell you, literally, that's all I vape with. Not
Yeah.
saying anyone else's isn't as good, but when you find something you like, it's hard to go out of your way to get something else when you have enough to maybe supply yourself for a little while. I mean, there might just be like a few sets in this box that's invisible. Take off
Yeah.
the
Just a few.
cover. Just a
'Cause,
couple sets.
Especially
So,
if that mod doesn't come. Well, whether it does or not, I definitely am going to be trying to get one of his Hexome builds into my new Bonza Pro here.
I really enjoy them. They're really good flavor. They're excellent. Yeah, good point. I kind of forgot about that. Thanks for bringing it up. You might have other stuff available too if you talk to him. You talk to him. Nothing doing me. Other than I just love these coils. That's why I got a new one in here actually. She's got new ones in her you got a new set in your recoil, right?
Yeah. I just rewicked him for the first rewick on him.
He can be found on the Instagram.
Sometimes no means yes. Floppy understands you perfectly, Paul. Sometimes no means
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to drink anymore. Just kidding.
Ew, Ruffles.
Sometimes no means yes, and then you get arrested by some Mexican police.
Paul, is that what actually happened to you in Italy? That's why we didn't hear from you for a few days?
Yeah,
Were you spotted on this beach carrying 2 coffees and a dozen donuts and no tray?
that's it. That's it. Which way to the beach? Which way to the beach, ladies?
Anyhow, especially you always just I missed this last vlog again. Slept through it again. It's just been an
It's on
exhausting week.
Twitch.
Oh, that's right. This week was on Twitch. That's why I didn't get a notification. That's
It's gonna
right.
all be on Twitch going forward.
So he did get another strike.
What happened?
Not a strike. He's demonetized. So no super chats or anything.
I can't even get super chats.
No.
Ooh, I'm sorry. I have to talk. No, it sucks.
Or the wicking it and kicking it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Monday,
Yep.
7 p.m. And I said, I got a new mod coming. Building with some Duchess coils. Probably do a mix if I can fit it in because it's been a few weeks since I did a mix.
You got a couple good ones. Got a couple good ones here.
Yeah, it's on
Yeah.
Twitch now though, not YouTube.
No. That's Grim.
The
We're talking about Grim.
the vlog is on
The vlog.
YouTube now.
The vlog is on Twitch.
Oh,
I'm still on YouTube.
okay. Oh, he got demonetized.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's his source of income. So yes, that's a big deal.
Wow.
He said
That's
it. We've seen the signs for years. I mean, he tries to go deep diving into content. Of course, they don't like him. Some people. Blueberry bubble gum.
It sounds awesome. I love Blueberry.
Yeah, same.
If you can get it to come out,
Really
turn
love
out right,
blueberry.
hippie. Yes, blueberry bubble gum could be very good.
I
Gotta get
used
the
to
right
think-
blueberry though.
I used to get those 2-pack 60 mils of It was like the Candy King blue raz bubble gum
Mm, yep.
before I started mixing, and I've tried several blueberry blue raz bubble gum recipes early on, like my first year of DIY, and was just never really happy with any of them. So I'm interested in how his turns out.
I'm playing with it. I'm
Yeah.
playing with it. And now it's been 2 weeks since I made this, and I can already tell what I need to do, but I'm keeping it on the down low.
Hippie, you got to implement your other testers. Paul's been testing the waters for you on this, literally. You know, he's trying to figure out which vape works best underwater so the fish can use it to help taste your liquids. And you have a whole tank full of testers right there behind you.
I went out fishing, deep sea fishing, and I had the Crown X in my top, and the waves were so bad, it just kept pushing. And of course, and now it doesn't work.
Oh, but you still have it. You didn't give it to the fish this time. Okay.
This time that was another lost fish.
I thought this was another one that went to the fishes. I really thought that's where that story was going.
Another dead soldier. Yeah.
Hey, at least it wasn't one of your expensive mods.
Yeah. Thank God.
Has anyone ever gone shallow sea fishing? Yeah, that's called clamming. Paul did that in Italy. Paul went clamming in Italy.
Yeah.
He went to the nude beach to go clamming. He didn't get any bites, but he saw a lot of potential.
That's right. A lot. That's right.
Oh God. All right. Hippie, you got anything coming up soon that you know of, or are you still kind of like in that limbo?
I actually do.
Ooh, okay. I've got to hear this.
Yeah. I'm going to do another review of this Nitrous 23 RDA. I'm going to do an in-depth do. I've had it for a while, and it's blowing my freaking mind. I'm fixing to order more of these.
I'm so happy to hear you're enjoying it. I know you're excited for it.
Yes, so damn impressed with this. That's gonna be another review. I already put one out. It was just real quick, but I'm gonna put out a really, really nice review on this one. I'm that impressed. I'm also going to put out some recipe reviews. I'm actually going through a few testers that I haven't really shared, on the show here. I'm kind of holding them back. I'm just getting things worked out. And yeah, I've got some recipe reviews. I'm going to start posting them again. It's about that time,
Good. There you go, Paul. You answer that question. What about the other list, Paul? Come on. I heard that's more impressively long.
Yeah.
That trip to Italy, man, somehow you caught more than you could shake a stick at.
Hey, Dusty, honestly, on them damn comments, honest to God, I don't know what the hell's going on with YouTube.
Oh, that's YouTube. That's YouTube.
Yeah,
It randomly shuts off
me.
contents.
It's not me. It's freaking YouTube, man.
Every once in a while, I get hit with one, and I have to go turn them back on when someone lets me know. Not very often. Usually it stays on, but YouTube has some weird glitches. They really do.
Yeah.
And they like to do it more often. It just seems like it hits our contents more. This isn't so bad because we're mixing, but the more direct you get with what we do, like Hippie does a review on that, chances are more likely something's going to weird happen. Yeah, you are red. You are definitely red. You are not the same Paul we had on the last time you were on. You look different.
Yeah. I need to shave. That's about it.
I mean, I hate to say it, but you look like you got a little more Indian blood in you with that color. You really do.
I think so.
Yeah, you got a little more Native American in you. Definitely. Yeah.
That's right.
I'm 3/8.
Yeah.
Anyhow, yeah, we're gonna get out of here. You take care, take it easy. Paul's see Paul for all your shelving needs. As long as you're in Tijuana, you get a discount. As long as you fly him down and back and his family. Wife optional, but wife and kids optional. I mean, costs twice as much to have them shipped down alone though. The wife gets a cut.
Jeez.
All right, so we get out of here and enjoy your
Actually,
weekend,
what the fuck
everybody.
is wrong with you, Tim?
What?
Yeah. But that's all you've had.
Oh no, not as bad as last night. Yeah, enjoy yourselves. Thank you guys for the super chats and stuff, and thank you for being there every week. We try to have a little fun, try to learn something every week. We learn as well. Every time we mix, we learn something new. Sometimes, like trying to refine these recipes. Hippie's working on this blueberry bubblegum. I mean, if he nails that, hey, that's a little bit of a trip, a little learning experience going on. All right, I'm trying to think. Is anything? We're done. Yeah. All right, everybody. We don't have a Bob, so
Yeah.
lady.
Bye.
Bye.
Take it easy.